Liverpool face a tough task in keeping Alexander Isak quiet tonight when the Reds host Newcastle United for their latest Premier League fixture. The Swede has been in fine form this season, and with Newcastle trying to sneak into the top four, it certainly won't be a walk in the park for Liverpool tonight. However, ahead of the game, Liverpool have been handed a massive boost, which could help them in seeing off the Magpies at Anfield. We will dive into this today, whilst going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool news. But first, after criticising Darwin Nunez following Liverpool's 2-2 draw against Aston Villa, Arne Slot has explained his comments and revealed how the striker is already making amends. While his finishing has often frustrated, Nunez has been fully supported by fans at Anfield thanks to his tireless work rate. Against Aston Villa though, coach Slot thought this was lacking as he declared he couldn't accept his behaviour after missing a big chance. The Uruguayan was subsequently left on the bench for Liverpool's 2-0 win over Man City and didn't even come on as a substitute. However, Nunez has since shown positive signs in training and, on Tuesday, Slot told the media he was still a bit disappointed the day after Villa, but yesterday he was incredible in the training session when it comes to work rate. Hopefully he can keep doing this, and whenever the team needs him, then he is ready for it if he keeps putting in sessions like he did yesterday. As part of his comments after drawing against Villa, Slot alluded to him having a talk with his number 9, something which he has since delved into deeper. First of all, I helped him by saying you can miss a chance, the head coach explained. I wasn't only hard on him, but for the second time in a row, I wasn't happy with his work effort against Wolves and against Villa. I always try to be honest with my players and be honest as I can to you guys as well, where I always try to protect my players, so I don't say he never worked hard. I know him differently. I know him at Villa at home where he made a 100-meter sprint and scored a goal. I know him when he came on against City at home and was pressing really aggressively and wins the ball back, and we score. But I can't accept if a player doesn't give everything, that is clear. I can accept it once, but twice was a bit too much. That's why I addressed it. Not that I'm all of a sudden very angry with him, I don't mind that he missed a chance, I'd have loved him to score it, and I know he will eventually score. But if you miss a chance, you need to be fighting for the team. I'm not saying he didn't do that at all, but it wasn't the usual Darwin, the one that is loved by the fans. That is mainly because he always works so hard. With a summer move to Saudi Arabia still in the offing, despite Liverpool rejecting a sale in January, the writing is seemingly on the wall for Nunez's Liverpool career. For now though, it is vital the relationship between player and club remains harmonious as Liverpool push for multiple trophies. Thankfully, judging by Slot's latest comments, it seems Nunez has taken the criticism on board. Now, Liverpool have been handed a huge boost ahead of their clash with Newcastle United as Cody Gakpo says he was a little bit unlucky with the ankle injury that ruled him out against Wolves and Aston Villa, hoping he won't miss any more games. Gakpo picked up a knock during the 2-2 draw with Everton earlier in February, forcing him to be taken off and seeing him miss the next 2 games. But the Dutchman was past fit to return to the squad for Sunday's 2-0 win at Man City and, after coming off the bench, could be in contention to start against Newcastle. That would be a big boost to Arne Slot despite the success of his no-striker system at the weekend, with it likely that Gakpo returns on the left flank with either Luis Diaz or Diogo Jota up front. Speaking to the club's official website before the visit of Newcastle, Gakpo praised Liverpool's medical department for his quick recovery and outlined his hope to avoid any further layoffs. It was a little bit unlucky in the Everton game, but yeah, we did everything, the medical staff and myself obviously, to come back as quick as possible, he said. I'm very happy that I can be back, and hopefully now I don't miss any games anymore. Prior to his injury, Gakpo had made the matchday squad for every game bar those in the FA Cup, when Slot left most of his regular starters out entirely. Even after sitting out 2 fixtures and playing just 11 minutes against Man City, the winger is still among the head coach's 11 most used players. Caution over the recovery of an attacker who has scored 16 goals in 37 games, second only to Mohamed Salah in the Liverpool squad, is warranted as Slot would hate to lose Gakpo for an extended period. As the number 18 says, the hope now will be that this pays off with a clean record between now and the end of the season, with at least 14 games left to play and 3 trophies to fight for. The closer you come to the end, the more hunger you get to really achieve something as a group, Gakpo said. Obviously last season we were in a good position as well, and then unfortunately it didn't work out how we wanted to. But this year we are together with the same team, so we know what we can do better, and we will do better. That's what you can see, and like you said, we are not trying to slow down, we just try to keep going and keep going. Now in other news, Liverpool had planned to keep Sepp van den Berg after a strong pre-season, and the defender is still hopeful of a return despite joining Brentford in the summer. Van den Berg returned from a loan spell at Mainz last summer and, with a new coach in the dugout, caught the eye during training and 3 friendly outings in pre-season. But with the established order of Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate as first choice and Joe Gomez and Jarell Quansah as backups, the Dutchman forced his exit. A deal worth up to £25 million was brokered with Brentford, and he has become a key player under Thomas Frank, starting 20 times in the Premier League. Van den Berg still harbours hopes of a move back to Liverpool in the future though, and in an interview with Voetbal Primer, he even suggested he had a tinge of regret given the injuries to Konate and Gomez this season. "I would be lying if I said that I didn't look at that myself," Van den Berg said of the opportunities he may have missed at Anfield. "That's football, you don't know. I did well in pre-season and I really saw myself playing for the club, but not with the credit that I now have at Brentford. I am now a starter who always plays as long as he is fit. At Liverpool, I would have been more of a player who had to fill gaps. I would rather be that starter, and who knows, if I do well here for 2 or 3 years, I will return to Liverpool and be a starter there too." Just like fellow Zwolle native Arne Slot, Van den Berg is typically Dutch in the way he speaks. Open, honest and forthright, which will have extended to internal talks with the club over his role. And in discussing his long-term ambitions, the 23-year-old made clear his desire to play for Liverpool in the future, even if it may seem unlikely at this stage. "I had a few conversations with Slot, but before pre-season started, I already indicated to the club that I wanted to leave and play minutes," he recalled. "I would be lying if I said that I did not dream of returning to Liverpool one day. That is still on my mind. But for now, it was better for my career to take a different path and play a lot. That is what I am doing now, and that allows me to develop as well as possible." After pre-season, Liverpool indicated that I had done so well that they wanted me to stay, but I did not really see that happening myself. "It was all my choice. I am happy that I now play in the Premier League every week." Liverpool's decision to sell both Van den Berg and Fabio Carvalho to Brentford came into question, given their status as high potential youngsters around the squad. But Slot gave an honest explanation when speaking ahead of the 2-0 win over the Bees in August. "I think they brought in 2 really talented and good players. Then you could ask yourself the question, why did they leave?" he said. "The both of them played a lot of minutes on loan last season, and I think the both of them wanted to continue that journey of playing time. I think they were able to play for us, but there is so much competition in the positions that they play that they wouldn't play every minute of every single game. Then it's a good deal, a really good deal for us, and I think it's a good deal for Brentford, and it's also a good deal for the players. What do you make of this? Let me know down in the comments. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.